So we've already shown you that these two vehicles are absolute monsters off-road, but there's another big appeal for the Bronco and the Wrangler, and that's going topless.
Now hold on, we're not becoming that sort of video channel yet.
Yeah, we never able to monetize it.
No, the advertisers totally just run away. No, instead we're going to be looking at this from how much fun you can have in these two vehicles in, well, gorgeous summer weather like this. We're not going to concern ourselves with things like performance, on-road or off. It's how much of a good time can you and 3 friends have along for the ride.
So we're going to take the tops off these two vehicles and hit the road and get a lot of sun and a lot of wind and see which one's the more fun vehicle with no roof. So cue the time-lapse montage. We'll get you back to the off-roaders comparison in a second, but first let's take a moment to talk about protecting your vehicle. Custom made for an exact fit, WeatherTech offers complete protection for your vehicle's interior, which is extra important with mud-loving SUVs like these. There's the original WeatherTech floor liner and new floor liner HP made from a more flexible material. Both work with your OE floor mat clips and protect up the side of your footwell, plus the floor liner HP comes with these spikes for even better grip. And let's not forget the cargo liner, which is great to protect your vehicle from everything you might need to throw in the back during your next off-road adventure. All WeatherTech products come with a lifetime guarantee. You can order online at WeatherTech.ca and free shipping is available. Or for those who are local, they can visit the WeatherTech retail showroom at 1164 Walker's Line in Burlington and get their orders the same day. So Kyle and I got the two roofs off, not bad for two idiots who have no idea what they're doing, and now we're gonna head out on the road. First up, Jeep Wrangler. You okay back there, Kyle?
So far so good. I can hear you totally clearly.
All right, well, we'll hit some roads and then maybe a little freeway on the way back.
I'm just going to point out for a quick second why we decided on me being back here and not you, Mike. Just, you know, this
Yeah.
going on.
One of the few times being bald's a big advantage. I've said it many times that this Wrangler is not for introverts. It's bright pink, it's huge, it makes a lot of noise, and taking the top off just puts you on display. I'm pretty sure everyone's looking at us wondering what's going on with Kyle and I and a camera guy, but we're having fun. They're not. All right, Kyle, we're at city speeds now. How is it back there? So sitting up front, I'm getting a little bit of wind through my side window, but this is really buffering things perfectly. I feel nothing coming over the top. Now we're not going that fast yet, but visually nothing's really changed. None of the panels that moved were in my way before.
So it's noisy because I'm getting all the wind from this corner, but if I sat in the middle, I think it's actually not that bad. So really, I don't know. I mean, where else are you gonna get this experience at all? Like, I'd much rather sit in the back and deal with the wind than lose my legs sitting in the back of a Mustang or a Camaro convertible.
How's your room back there?
So, I mean, legroom is better because, well, 4-door versus 2-door. It's not dramatically better though. I've got this big bar in front of me, so I don't feel quite as open air freedom as I do in the Bronco, but these windows are more than 6 inches tall, so that's better.
And the speakers are pointing right at your head.
Yeah, true. Although the Bronco has speakers behind your head.
True. I wonder if they're called Freedom speakers. Everything else in this car is Freedom. Freedom panels.
Yeah. Star speakers, stripe speakers. Yeah, you're pretty protected when it's stopped. It's just as soon as you start moving at all, it's bad back here.
Because the roof sits above all these bars, it looks comical. It looks like your head's poking out of the back of the Jeep.
Yeah.
If we had someone tall back there, they'd be looking over the bar.
I can't hear you past like 40 kilometers an hour. Sorry.
25 miles.
25 miles an hour.
All right, we're gonna enter the freeway now. It may sound like we're already there, but nope.
slowed down. Can you hear me okay?
How about now, Kyle?
Hear that? Okay. Well, so maybe
You know what, I'm getting less wind on me at this speed than when we're doing city speeds. Nothing comes in the side, it's all blowing over the top. It's actually kind of nice, it's comfortable, kind of like it. Kyle back there looks like his head's gonna get sucked out the window, but that's nice up here. No complaints, how about you, Kyle? What? No complaints up front. I do like going on underpasses though and hearing the exhaust. That sounds nice. So did you survive?
Yeah. Yeah, I survived by constantly trying to stay as close to the center as possible.
Yeah, I was saying, when we're at that speed, it's actually less wind for me than when I'm at the city, because it's going so fast, nothing can come in this window.
Oh yeah, and then it's all coming directly into my face.
So the back seat's probably meant for younger people that can hide behind the seats.
It feels like riding a roller coaster. Like, you know,
that's
the
fun.
downhill, the wind smacking you in the face. Like, I can't imagine how painful this would be if it was raining. Not that you'd be driving around with the roof off.
Hailstorm,
Yeah. Although then again, it takes, what, half an hour to put the roof on?
just for us. I'm sure Jeep people do it in like 3
And you can't
minutes.
take it with you. So if you left it at home and it starts raining,
Well, in fairness, most people who want the roof off buy the soft top that they can
yeah,
pull
true.
up and down.
You know, one thing I really like when sitting back here is no matter how fast we went, I can still hear the V8.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's nice hearing that sound.
Yeah, no matter what, like I couldn't hear anything else but that.
That's all you need to hear. Who cares what the people up front are saying?
Yeah, you're buying the 392 because of that engine, so you better hear it all the time.
It's a little drony though when you keep the exhaust open and you're cruising. All right, so Kyle, city driving out of 10, what's it like back there?
I mean, without sunglasses and a hat, not the greatest, but that's really a personal choice. Like I keep saying, if you're sitting more in the center, it's not that bad. I'm getting a lot of wind in my left ear, but my right is totally fine. And there's no real wind from up top. Like if we rolled up the windows, I imagine it'd actually be pretty easy to talk from front to back, and I could listen to the music. It's just, you know, we're going full hardcore beach mode.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna have the windows up, you might as well just keep the roof on and open the sky view. Sky
Yeah,
roof.
or some sort of whip.
So out of 10, a solid 5, 4?
Yeah, you know what? I'm feeling generous. 6 out of 10.
What about on the highway?
Oh, negative 3 out of 10.
It's nothing a ski mask, some goggles, and some earmuffs can't fix. Okay, Bronco time. So Kyle, immediately you're a lot closer to me. And I know the Wrangler can also come two-door, but this is a two-door, and do you fit?
So I'm actually not that much closer to you. Because even though this is the two-door, there's a good amount of legroom. So I do have a little bit less, and you know, my heels are actually the part that's lunged forward a little bit. But no, I have a good amount of space, and it's weirdly kind of easier to get in back here because your seat folds forward really easily, and it's a lower step than trying to climb all the way up into the Jeep.
Yeah, I guess all the space that's lost in the shorter two doors come out of the cargo area, which is very tight.
Yeah.
Seems like you're sitting up high back there, which, again, if you were like a couple inches taller, your head would be poking right out of the roof.
When I rest back on the headrest, my head is hitting the roof at the same time that I'm hitting the headrest. So I'm just gonna lean a little bit forward for most of this.
So Kyle, we're gonna switch it up this time. We'll get the punishment and pain out of the way first. So let's go hit the highway, and you make another one of those phone calls and see if you survive this one.
A few moments later.
Whoa! How is this? Yeah, okay, good, because I'm in the Bronco, and, oh man, my hair hurts my face. So, I am calling to confirm a few details about dinner. Could you explain what this dinner Okay, check this
It's
out.
actually kind of nice up here, just cruising along.
Okay, well, from your perspective, is this better or worse than the last vehicle? Better. Okay, good to know. Well, thanks so much, man, and yeah, I'll see you later. Woo! You know what? It doesn't sound as good. Oh god, oh, it's so much worse. Oh, it got really bad all of a sudden.
I was gonna say, and that's why I was happy at the end there. We were, because of traffic, only doing around 60, sometimes 65 miles an hour there, whereas in the Wrangler, we were constantly around 70, 75. So that last sprint there, I got us up to 75, and you said it got tremendously worse in that last 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Okay, interesting. Wait, does that mean we have to go back out?
So, no, we're okay.
Okay, good.
Up front, wind-wise, very similar to the Wrangler. It's almost, there might be a little more here, but they're both pretty good. This, because it's a two-door, again, the Wrangler will probably be the same, but this door is so huge, and this window's down, and then that back, the entire piece is one window panel. The sight lines are unbelievable. When I'm checking my 3/4, I'm like, oh, I can see everything. Like, yeah. Even with you back there, if someone was beside you, there's still a good little square between your heads and the spare tire. All right. Yeah, this doesn't sound as good. It doesn't sound terrible though if I get on it. It's not as loud.
No, you were saying earlier that it sounds better than the Ranger Raptor, despite not having as strong an engine.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know why. Maybe they're doing some sort of engine trick, like sound or intake or... That sounds okay. So how is it at city speeds?
How is it what?
At city speeds.
At city speeds? So I expected this to be worse because it's such a huge opening. But in all honesty, it's actually like, it's pretty similar, right? Like if I sit towards the center like I did in the Wrangler, there's not a whole lot of turbulence.
Okay.
And I feel like it's more balanced too. Like in the Wrangler, my left ear took a beating, whereas my right ear was pretty fine. And here it's more level. Because it's a two-door, like you were saying, your door is so long, I have a really thick B-pillar here, but then I have a lot more open space, which is kind of nice, because I don't have the short door of the Wrangler. But I do have short window spaces, so I don't have a whole lot of height to really enjoy the view, but I get this. This is incredible. This is just a huge open space.
How's your armrest and headrest situation?
They exist.
Okay.
There's a cup holder down here. There's an armrest, but it's a little too far back. It's just this little nub. So really, you're just gonna have to rest your hand on the metal.
And if you had a drink, you'd have no cup holder, or no armrest, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Headrest not adjustable? No.
Look, if we suddenly, if I have to sway to the side, I just miss the roof bar, so that's really good. I'm safe. And there's airbags anyway, which were added to the Wrangler for 24, if I remember right. I gotta say, from this perspective too, the big screen being integrated with the white trim of the Heritage model looks kind of great.
Yeah, this is really cool with the Bronco and the white screen.
Yeah, like it looks really good. I also like that the vents are just the taillights.
It's crazy because a bright pink 392 Wrangler, which is awesome, I don't think it's as cool looking as this. And who would have thought that was possible?
Well, so asterisk to that though, this looks cool with the roof up. When you take the roof off both, this suffers more.
It does, but it also looks more beachy. It looks like it could beach better.
Well, yeah, and that's because if you use the 392 to get to the beach, you need a gas station on the beach.
True. Whoa, we almost saw an accident.
Yeah. Plus point for the Bronco. Much better vantage point to see when people almost rear end cars in front of them. Not Mike, I should clarify, the car in front of us.
So the other one ended up being a 6 on the highway and a -3. No, sorry, a 6 in the city, -3 on the highway.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
So, I would say this is slightly better in the city, despite lower openings, or shallower openings on the side. Everything else is nicer. So I'd say 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, wow.
Highway is a tough one because it did seem better when I was on the phone call, but then you pointed out we got a little quicker and it deteriorated very quickly. So I think on balance, this also gets a negative 3 out of 10.
All right.
We have driven both of these drop-top off-roaders in the city and on the highway, and well, Mike, what did we learn?
Well, I guess we've learned a little bit about what you're having for dinner tonight and the effects of wind on your hair, but if we're to pick one, I think the Bronco was the slightly better open-air experience, but that might be more to do with a two-door versus a four-door than Bronco versus Wrangler.
It's true, yeah. I did enjoy my time in the Bronco slightly more than the Wrangler, but neither of these are what I'd call the most refined open-air experiences. That being said, both of them will fit 4 people, and if you're looking to do just that with the sun shining, well, there aren't a whole lot of choices left.
Yeah, and if you're going to regularly have 3 or 4 people, you'll want the four-door version of either of these vehicles. It gives you more space, but more importantly, easier access. If you're going to be driving it more solo or with one other person and you want the roof off quite often, you probably want to get a two-door. It's a better overall experience, it's more nimble, it's easier to get the roof off, it's just more fun.